Let's get this over with.
Okay.
I'm going to enjoy this. I'm Steve Blum, and I'm a voice monkey. Probably my most famous role is Spike from Cowboy Bebop. That was really where I learned to act on that show. Wolverine, I've been playing Wolverine for about 10 years. The animated voice of Wolverine in lots of games and TV shows. And I was Starscream from Transformers Prime. Currently I'm playing Zeborelios from Star Wars Rebels, which is really fun. And on another Transformers show now, Heatwave, on a show called Rescue Bots, telling kids to roll to the rescue. So it's a pretty wide range of things, and I like mixing it up. It's fun. Doing something like Boxtrolls was a natural transition and almost a full circle for me. I felt like I got to play again. I got to be a little kid again.
It's in my heart.
Dee and I just sat in the room and played and kind of came up with ways to communicate with each other. And the writers, directors, producers all had their ideas that they would interject too. So it was a very collaborative effort. But we basically just sat around and they said, all right, so you're stealing something from him. What would that sound like? And Dee and I would look at each other and go, and it was great. It was just a really natural, silly thing. We're a couple little kids sitting in a sandbox with adult bodies.
Yes, what about it?
Spike was probably the character that gave me confidence to do this kind of work. I was always afraid that somebody would figure out that I wasn't a real actor and all of it would just come crashing down. Even though I wasn't even making a living at it at that point, I really loved doing the work. But everybody that I knew was an established actor. They had done the classical training, and I felt like they had earned it, and I didn't. And so that insecurity kind of carried through, I think, even into some of the episodes of that show. It really helped me to sort of step up. I had to step up. I had to act. I had to become that character who was a confident, cocky guy who just didn't care about anything. And it sort of shifted me on a cellular level. This is Spike Spiegel's voice from Cowboy Bebop. And I don't know if you can see it there. And it is the word bang from the very last scene in the series. Bang. Took a snapshot of it in my Pro Tools and brought it to my tattoo guy. So it's accurate. It's exactly what it looks like. There were so many things that I wanted to do that I thought would be of benefit for the world. But then I go to these conventions and I hear stories about autistic children speaking for the first time because they connect with one of my characters, or somebody getting through a loved one's cancer ordeal because they were able to play a game or watch a show that took away that pain for a little while. And you hear stuff like that and I cry. I mean, I sit at these signing tables sometimes and I cry with people and I look into their eyes and I want to hear their stories, and I'm always accused at the conventions of not moving people along fast enough, but that's the reason I'm there, is to look into their eyes and to get that feedback from them, because that's what fuels me to do as good a job as I possibly can, because I didn't know that was going to be the after effect of all this. I thought I was just making a bunch of fart noises into a microphone, and who knew?
Steve Blum here, voice of Starscream,
Wolverine, Zeborelios from Star Wars Rebels, and a few other things.
Please subscribe to Verite Voiceover on YouTube, or I'm going to eat your face.
S-N-I-K-T. And so I actually got to say snicked as they're coming out. It was ridiculous. So much so that I put it on my license plate on my car.